Alright, I've had kind of a long day. For starters, church happened. I wasn't late, but I just kind of barely made it. After church, the artist that we have loaning us art showed up, and that was great. We hammered out a couple last minute details for a thing on Saturday. Turns out she's having just as hard a time getting stuff arranged with her organization as I am getting things arranged through my organization. So we both figured we'd like pencil it in as we're not going to try to do anything past this project until July, when I'll have a lot of time. A lot. Came home, tried to take a nap, wound up watching The Lost City. That's with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. I'll be honest, I have never seen Magic Mike, any of the Magic Mike movies. Never had any interest, but I did watch a movie of his. The first time I watched one of his movies was Son of No One. And it's kind of brutal, and it's a little bit of a brain bender, realistic fiction. It's a really good movie, and so I'm not gonna say I don't understand the appeal, but it's like I love his character in the 21 Jump Street movies. But that's because I came into this seeing a range out of him, and then I found out he could do comedy, and that was awesome. I've seen the little clips of what he was in, I think it's called This Is the End, which that was hilarious. And yeah, this was a good movie. Daniel Radcliffe was also pretty good. And of course, Sandra Bullock is just not aging, I guess. Oh, okay. Her face is changing, but she still looks like she could be younger than me. And I know she's probably old enough to be my mom. Whatever. She's timeless. She's gorgeous. I don't care. Also, I try to note what colors look good on her because I've got a similar palette. I'm finally sitting down for bed. I got my kids home. I've got my drum picked up from church because somebody was trying to clean up the corner that it was in. I got asked to do a specific song at church by one of the pianists who's organizing that stuff. And I said, hey, good news, I'm already familiar with this particular song, and you're right, the rest of the congregation is not going to be able to sing it as a congregational hymn, so I'll totally try to go with this MP3 that you tried to match for my voice, and work from there. And if that doesn't work for the day that you want to do it, that's fine. We'll keep it in the back pocket. Wherever you want to do. Her husband wants me to sing the I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts song. He said he can't get it out of his head. He really wants to hear that song. And I said, okay, anytime. Just have her find the sheet music. I'm in. I will happily make a fool of myself if it makes people happy. It's dinner time, finally. My dad smoked 2 briskets this morning. I don't know why. That looks like it's walking. That's not right. 2 gorgeous slabs of beefy goodness. You can kind of see the smoke ring a little bit. Not that. That's not fat. That is the smoke ring. Of course, you let it rest, so it should be good and juicy. I haven't tasted it yet. And I got some mashed potatoes out of a packet because, of course, I did. And I'm sitting down. And I'm gonna watch some SG1, probably 1 episode, and then maybe an episode of The Expanse. And the new tattoo is kind of feeling rough, but it's not flaking off and scabby just yet. But yeah, it works. This lighting does not do it justice. I'll try to get a better picture. Okay, I've wrapped things up for the night. I did not watch any of The Expanse, but what I did do was I watched a couple of episodes of SG1. That was interesting. A couple of really good episodes. I am in season 4, of course, so that's where most shows start getting, pretty well settled into what they are as a show, what the audience want to see. I need to take my necklace off. And I've probably upset my audio track with that. Okay, yep, I'm calling it a night, an early night, school in the morning. It was cold this morning. I got my kids to school. Pretty sure John was late because I was having a hard time waking up. And we got out the door a little bit late after my kids were back inside the house, 2 for one and 3 for the other times. I went and got a whole bunch of groceries. Their shopping lists were very interesting. One of those shopping lists that I just require they text me the thing so I don't get the wrong thing included Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the PS4. The other kiddo was, texting me things he wanted. Sodas, ramen, chicken strips, and then just a picture of their pet's food. So anyway, I'm picking up John. I'll go get Bruce. We're good. Did a little bit of cleaning, trying to rest, still listening to a whole bunch of Reddit videos on YouTube. I could be editing, but no. I'm just like, I had a very relaxing afternoon. And, okay, I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to be taking John to go get some swimming in since Bruce is not in a good state to drive because he didn't get a lot of sleep. I need to check and make sure I don't need to take a coat. He wants me to drop him off at the pool and then go pick up this game he wants at a game store and then come back to the pool. That's fine. I think my mom has already left for her martial arts stuff, and I made breakfast for dinner, but my parents are doing some kind of keto shake thing, so they ate earlier, where usually you eat a meal and you do a couple of replacement shakes. So they're just having replacement shakes this evening, even though I did try to make eggs and bacon in order to accommodate. So the attempt was there. But anyway, I've got those are half size, but it was 3 slices before I got to them like that of bacon, 1 fried egg, 2 hash browns, and a waffle straight from the toaster. John doesn't have a whole lot of appetite, but he might eat more once we get home. Yes. These hash browns are perfect. It's hard to get them like this in a restaurant because usually they don't cook them this thoroughly. And yeah, it's super crunchy. Like good bacon. Anyway, also I'm having some water to try to balance out the carbs from the waffle and the potatoes and the syrup, because that's not low calorie fake syrup. I'm not gonna watch anything. I'm gonna go back to listening to my Reddit videos, and then we'll see if I can make the time to get some editing done tonight. Also, while I was cooking, I was listening to Sawyer Brown, which is a country band that was kind of big in the 90s that I'm irrationally attached to. Don't tell anybody. Alrighty, I took John to the pool. I ran over to the place, the GameStop, and they didn't have his thing. They did not have the game that he wanted. So he was pretty disappointed with that, but he did get in a good workout, so that was cool. And then we skedaddled back home. I'm trying to have an early night, but I got some editing done. And I believe I got some editing done yesterday. I have a video. It's sitting there, and I need to put a description and a thumbnail on it. But I'm not real functional. Anyway, I've taken my meds. I need to do my skincare stuff. You drink some more water, and then I'm going to bed. I'm not dealing with anything else today. I'm having a pretty good day today. I was going to go to the gym. I'm not at the gym. I didn't go to the gym. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. My cell phone holder is shaky. I am headed into town though because the video game John asked me to pick up for him yesterday was not available. Turns out he wants a different one. Okay. He already gave me the 20 bucks to go get it. That's fine. So I'll go pick it up. And my dad wants to try doing brisket nachos. So I'm also going to be picking up chips and cans of nacho cheese sauce. Then I'm going to go get my kids. Then, hopefully, Bruce will be in some state to practice his driving. He hasn't been behind the wheel since December, and every time there's a big gap, he gets rusty because he's real new at this. And I feel like part of this is I need to be better about this, but also he keeps, he's not resting enough to be safe to get behind the wheel. Like, he gets a few hours of sleep and he's good enough to get through school, but then he's tired from school and he's wiped out, and that's not safe. And I have expressed to him that I do not ever want him getting behind the wheel if he is not safe to do so. I told him the other day, I don't care if you're 30, you're like, Mom, I can't drive like this, come get me, I'll do it. I'll be 50 something, but that's fine. That's what I'm up to. Nacho cheese sauce, video games, driving lessons. It's a little bit warm outside, particularly with this hoodie I've got on, but I really gotta keep the sun off that new tattoo. And it's kind of crusted up a little bit, but it's like scabbed over but not shedding yet. And I don't remember how long it took with the last one. And I'm kind of tempted to call the place because it's been a week. I guess I could do some Googling first. I'm sure it's fine. Just keep putting some lotion on it. Keep getting about my day. Okay, Bruce does not want to go drive. John wants to go to the pool. I have really no reason to decline this stuff, especially because when going over reasons why Bruce should get behind the freaking wheel, we kind of started to butt heads. It'll happen. And I have the time available, certainly, and John needs to work out, right? So, guess that's what my evening's gonna look like. But I'm pretty proud of myself. I did manage editing today. I managed to make a video public. I've got a second video uploading that I could put up halfway through the week. And since I will be stuck there sitting at the public pool, I can do some editing while I'm there and continue to unload my phone, which I really, really need to do. I'm sitting down for some quick dinner first, though. This is underneath the shredded cheese, pull this back a bit, is a homemade smoked brisket chili that my mom made. Big chunks of smoked brisket, onion, and some canned diced fire roasted tomatoes that I absolutely loved from HEB last time I made chili. Just something about that fire roasting makes it really good. And then this is loaded baked mashed potatoes by Idahoan, which is, I usually get it as a packet, but for two people, this makes more sense. I don't know what Bruce is doing. I could have made a packet. I don't know. And I'm trying to drink my water because I'm trying to behave myself. So, I'm gonna scarf this down, try to get John out to the indoor pool so he can get his little workout in. And we had some fun. I had some fun on the way to go get him, which is I went to the local GameStop. This is like the third time I've gone to try to pick up this game. They were closed for lunch because I guess they only had one employee. So they're like, we'll be back by 4. I'm like, well, I gotta get my kid at 4. So I called up Game Exchange, which is not GameStop. And I was like, do you have this game? And they're like, yes, we do. How much? $6 cheaper than GameStop. So, okay, I'll be over there shortly. Thank you. Went over there. They had actually kept it behind the counter, even though I didn't ask them to. And so I went and got this Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for PS4. Got the game. John's thrilled. John's especially thrilled that he got, $4 and change back. And as long as the used game works, I have no complaints either. But I do plan to holler at corporate, because I know that the only reason this is happening is because, and I heard this from an employee there, is that corporate is not allowing, GameStop corporate is not allowing them to schedule enough hours to have enough workers to staff the store. So basically they're running their own locations out of business. After all that work that Reddit did to keep them in business. So smart. Okay, so, yep. It's been a bit of an afternoon. I was a couple of minutes late getting my kids. Okay, I messed up my evening routine quite a bit. There was a lot of back and forth with Bruce. So this is fun. Went to go to the rec center. You calm down about this. John didn't have his swimsuit. So I said, okay, we can go to the sporting goods store because I have a credit card specifically for the sporting goods store. And it's a little pricey, but I'll get a discount. I can just, pay it off later on. Wouldn't it be convenient, right? It would take at least a month, right? I didn't have my credit card on me. So we hustle it back to the house. Now keep in mind it's several miles from town. We get home. He grabs his stuff. We go back. I grabbed my card while we were in the house. I drop him off so he can go swim. And then I go to the sporting goods store. And that was a lot. There was one couple in the store who had their dog with them. A big dog. We're talking, I don't know. A little bit bigger than a German Shepherd, kind of spindly. Maybe not a Greyhound, but in that range of size. And this guy, saw that the dog noticed me. It was bite her. And that was irritating. I nearly went off on the guy. But the woman with him was already going off on him. So I was, I'm busy. I don't have time for this foolishness. Anyway, I got John a couple of name brand swimsuits that were on clearance. Marked down to $25. These things are $50 normally. That was bizarre. And, some goggles and some slides, sandals. It's basically it's the sole and then a bit that goes over the foot so that you can just, walk to the car from the pool and not have to dry off your feet and get your socks and shoes back on, that sort of thing. It's just easier. And I don't know, I spend a lot more than I would have at Walmart, that's for sure. But I'm done for the night, and Bruce had some weird ideas of possibly doing art at for the, hanging up on the walls at the church. And I said, fan art would be great. And he only wanted to do the stuff from Five Nights at Freddy's, Creepypasta, and SPC Foundation. SCP? SPC? Secure, Contain, Protect. SCP Foundation. That's not appropriate for church. I would take Destiel over whatever that is, and we could be fine. We'd be totally fine with that. But why does it have to be gory? Why does it have to be horrifying? That's not peaceful in any way, shape, or form. And it doesn't point out anything good either. So, I'm done for the night. Alright, I'm picking my kids up. I actually went to the gym this morning. I'll admit, I dropped my kids off in my PJs and a hoodie, went home, and then I took my time getting ready to go to the gym. Got to the gym along with the person who was going to meet me there, 10:30. And then, I guess I left there about 1:30. It took a while. I have definitely lost a little bit of oomph. Exercise bike showed me that, but I got a good workout. My hair is a mess. I returned the Just Eyes goggles that I bought last night. That John desperately wanted goggles, but he said that these were awful, and I got him some that cover the nose. That's what he wanted. While I was at the gym, my radiator decided to just leak everywhere. So I put a bunch more water in it, went home, put a bunch more water in it. I'm gonna have to look for tubes and stuff that aren't, holding up underneath, stuff that's not connected. But for right now, get my kids, get home, and then figure out what we're doing this evening. There's a church thing, but also John wants to go to the pool. Again. Starting to get concerned that maybe he's overdoing it. But it's kind of hard to argue with a kid getting off his screen and getting some exercise. I've been listening, really, to Reddit videos by Mark Narrations all day. Despite grabbing a Hot Pocket and a regular with sugar ginger ale on the way out the door to go take John to go swim and then run over to my church for other reasons, I need some real dinner. I think I've come up with a very elegant solution, although it may drive some folks up the wall. Oh, I really hope it drives some folks up the wall. Okay, so John decided he wanted to split a can of chili, not the homemade chili, but a can of Wolf brand no beans chili with me. So I have this can of, half a can of Wolf brand no beans chili, only I put cheese on mine. He put his on breaded chicken strips, but that's okay. Pay attention, this is where it gets good. This is 2 types of hummus. This one is garlic artichoke hummus, which is made from ground up chickpeas, like most hummus. This is roasted red pepper hummus. Smells awesome. Could use some garlic, but that's okay. It is also made of ground up chickpeas. I'm gonna use those like chips and dip, and this is what I'm gonna eat them with. This is some very, very thin cracker chip type things made out of baked chickpea. which they managed to make by grinding up chickpeas. For your frustration or amusement, I don't really care, but this is what's happening, okay? We got chickpea chips and multiple chickpea dips, and I hope this causes somebody some kind of discomfort, because those satisfying videos, right, and then their parodies of the satisfying videos that make people uncomfortable. That stuff floats my boat. This is so gritty. So gritty. Oh yeah. I'm thoroughly amused with myself. I overdid it today. So I'm relaxing. With some more ginger ale, only this one's a diet ginger ale with bonus content. I'm going to continue my rewatch of The Expanse, and along with my horrifying chickpea with extra chickpea monstrosity over here, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I watched the entire show Firefly back in the day. I went to the theater and I watched Serenity. I have no interest in doing a rewatch ever again. I'm not a fan. Not a lot of people know that about me. Never liked it. I tried really hard. It's just not my thing. Alright. Maybe I'll watch something else. Maybe I'll find a comedy or something. Why is Magic Mike on my screen? Who am I kidding? I'm watching The Expanse. Alright, I'm having a hard time staying awake. I watched a couple episodes of The Expanse, but I really kicked my own butt today, and then I got dragged around on top of the own butt kicking, the self butt kick, and I'm exhausted, and I'm out. I'm down for the count. I'm done. And I still have so much more to do. It's been a long week and it's only half over. Well, we'll see if I survive it. My car is being unusually loud. I'm gonna top up the water again. And I dropped my kids off at school. I went and got probably too much fun stuff at the Walmart. And I went home. When picked up my kids at the appropriate time. Those are some ugly looking ducks. And now I've dropped John to go swim, and I'm going to open up the church for a Thursday night art viewing, where hopefully it will be nice and quiet and I can get some editing done for a while. Except I think there's supposed to be a board meeting too, maybe. I don't know. I may have to move a lot of chairs for Saturday. Oh, that's gonna be great. So that's what I'm up to. My mom will not be home to go to the artist reception on Saturday, so she's gonna try to stop in tonight to look at all the amazing art. Oh, roundabout time with multiple vehicles on it who may or may not know how to use it. So I'm gonna head over there, open up all the doors, windows, attic hatches, whatever, vents, Saturday is going to be interesting, but I drop my kids off tomorrow, so I will have a lot of time to get everything I need to be done. I'll be okay. Alrighty, I'm home. I opened the church, right? It was all well and good, and then the board meeting started, and thankfully people know me well enough that when I stretched out in an empty building and someone comes in, and I had my headphones on, and this might be where I maybe should have left one ear open or something. Wave at me from across the room, just in case I get jumpy. They had their board meeting and everything, and I pretty much tried to stay out of it, stay quiet. Then out of nowhere, before it's time for me to leave, I got a text from John telling me he's ready to go. He doesn't want to be at the pool anymore today. Great. My mom did not make it out because the mobile home community dumped a big old pile of road base at the end of our driveway to get spread out and, take care of maintaining the driveways. They've been doing this to everybody. It was a matter of time until they did it to us. Bruce is out there currently spreading all the rocks. He's gonna get some money from my folks for that. So I am just now sitting down to eat. I'm pretty tired, actually. I've got a bottle of water and a big plate of... Sorry, I'm not going with the format, right? It's dinner time. This is a big pile of nachos. Corn-based chips. Basically a jalapeno cheese sauce, nacho cheese. Those little green things on top are not jalapenos. Those are green onions, scallions, whatnot. Little dollop of sour cream, and what makes this particular plate of nachos interesting is that that's smoked brisket underneath the huge mess of cheese sauce. So yes, under all of this, lots of smoked brisket. So I am a happy camper. I got nachos and brisket, in the brisket nachos, all of it in the same place. And show these off. I got these on clearance earlier. I was just in the clearance section because I was at Walmart anyway, and I took a look at these. I was like, oh my god, I had to have this sheet set. They had construction vehicles. They had dinosaur bones, but no, I got constellations. So I'm pretty happy about that. I gotta get them washed along with some other stuff I picked up that I needed to get. But I'm quite happy with those. Life's too boring for boring life. I am so tired. My words are getting confused. Life is too boring. Life is too short for boring linens. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I'm gonna watch SG1 because my mental health is not in a good state for The Expanse right now. It's too realistic, too gritty. I'm gonna go with SG1, which is very close to typical 90s TV because of when they started it in like 98. And it kept going like that for at least a few years into the 2000s. So it's a little bit easier process, easier to remember that it's not real. Then I've got to do some deleting of stuff on my phone. I watched a bunch of Stargate, then I got stuck on an episode and my TV wasn't loading it right, so for some reason I wound up over on Hulu and I watched most of the first episode of this this comedy, what is it called? Last Man on Earth. It's actually pretty funny. I recognize the actor from Saturday Night Live. And then there's this actress who, she does the voice of Louise Belcher, of Mabel in Gravity Falls. She's in What We Do in the Shadows. And I've heard that she also voices the character of Delirium in the audiobook version, or audible, or like a audio play version of The Sandman. At some point I need to track that down, because I've read his graphic novels, and then of course I've been very happy with the TV version on Netflix. But the first season doesn't have Delirium in it, so I'd love to hear that. I'd also like to see how that goes as like a radio show format. That'd be neat. Alright, I got one more day of all the baloney running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and then be able to drop my kids off for the weekend, and then be super busy again on Saturday and move chairs. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I did get a little bit more editing done, right? So I had a video, I did the thumbnail and description and stuff, and pushed it, right? And I lined up the bits for starting Christmas week, which is pretty bad considering we're now past Valentine's Day. Still, that's 2 videos this week. That's a lot better than one a month. I gotta catch up. I dropped my kids off, and I am about to make sure that the little free pantry at the church has enough stuff in it. It's cold, but there's not a lot of wind, so it's not too bad. I'm trying here. It's really uncomfortable. And I gotta keep checking on somebody who's having a small procedure done today. It was so nice a couple of days ago. I didn't even need a coat. Why is it cold again? This is super frustrating. I've had a bit of a day. I went, fueled up, intended to go home, I wound up going to HEB and getting about $50 worth of supplies for the art thing tomorrow. Took them back to the church and started rearranging the chairs. Everything is in the fridge. We're handy to be put out tomorrow. The artist lady dropped by with her share of the stuff: ice, wine, several large gallons of gallon bottles of tea from a specialty tea place we have here. Iced tea, of course. Sweet iced tea, because this is the southern states, and it is what we do. I think she said one of them was a passion fruit flavor. That could be good. Okay, never seen a teacher look that blinged out before. I am a little early to pick my kids up from school. Obviously middle school first, because the younger your kid is, the more they want them supervised and removed from the campus at a reasonable time. So I've popped a whole bunch of little hymnal holding racks off the bottom of these chairs, right? And for some reason we have multiple, we have 2 different types of hymnals. We have 2 hymnals. Apparently this is standard for UU churches. You've got Singing the Tradition and Singing the Journey. That's the 2 hymnals. And aside from the variations on Blue Boat Home, you know, it just kind of all blends together to me. Anyway, got them stored underneath this old-fashioned pew that we have in the back of the sanctuary that I'm pretty sure came from the last location. It's a long, complicated history with these buildings. It's not even our congregation. It was the last one, but we like it, and it's old and it's cool. I really desperately wanted to break up the feel of this is an art thing happening in a church, and we're in a church, and the church stuff is not going on right now, but it's church. Because when you take all the chairs out, it's a big open room. The chairs stack. So you can't get them out of the way. At which point it could be anything. But I also want to have a lot of little, conversation spots. Places where people can sit down, look at the art for longer, that sort of thing. And so help me, I tried. With some bar height tables towards the middle of the room, as not to block anyone's view. But I also wanted it to not feel super linear, so I kind of cross the room diagonally with those. And you can stand at the tables and see over people's heads while they're sitting in the chairs to continue looking at whatever while you eat your cheese cubes, your gluten-free rice crackers, and whatever. Keto strawberry, I don't know. That's not a thing. Anyway, I was there from just after 10 a.m. till after 2 p.m. moving chairs. I was taking breaks. It took a really long time because I was there by myself, and I really should have roped somebody else into it. Hopefully I'll have some extra volunteers tomorrow, because I still got some heavy lifting and tall stuff to do. But while the artist lady was there, I had a whole big stack of these racks. You really should not stack the chairs while these racks are on the bottom for holding the hymnal. And I popped off all of them. I would go to put them in this closet where there's some of these racks on a shelf. So they were sliding off the shelf, 2 different stacks of these were in a corner, sliding off these shelves, trying to fall on me. And I had to have her move this paper cutter thingy, right? It's like a paper guillotine kind of a thing. So I could step up onto the desk that I guess was for the minister 2 ministers ago, and continue to push all this stuff. Why do we have 2 offices? Anyway, so I rearranged some stuff. I got the racks out of the way. I got the hymnals out of the way, most of them. And the fun part is after this little shindig, this little soiree tomorrow, putting it all back before Sunday morning. And I'm kind of going, oh my gosh, everybody's going to love this. But I got some imposter syndrome going, they're going to take away my key. They're going to be like, you can't do this anymore, Sarah. This was too much. This is a lot. What did you do? So, so it was a lot. So I am here early because my mom had planned to pick up some McDonald's for me and the fellas to make dropping them off with their dad for the weekend a little easier. But she forgot her wallet, so I had to run into town and give it to her. I missed a dose, not last night, but the night before, of both of my allergy meds, and it's hitting me pretty hard. It's not fun. The dry air. I got to play with the leaf blower today. I should have gone home a little earlier and tried to get a nap, but I know I'm gonna sleep good tonight. And tomorrow's gonna be good too. There's gonna be wine there. But there's also, I'm gonna make my lemonade. my special recipe. I'm gonna have to set up the simple syrup at home, and then put it together with the bottled lemon juice. It'll be good. I just need to keep it together until I get home at like 7:30. But my mom's getting me a Big Mac, so that'll make up for the amount of energy that I took out of myself today with the dang chairs. It's dinner time, and this is standard American dinner. Okay, so I have a Big Mac, which is of course smaller than advertised and sadder than advertised. There's a pickle in the top of the lid for some reason. Y'all completely missed the burger. It's awful. This is pretty standard for American food. Where's the other piece of cheese? It's like you missed a slice. Okay, I don't even... Okay, there is a second patty in there. This is terrible. Fries. They're already cold because my mom went and got them in town and don't care. Gonna eat them anyway. And a big Diet Coke. I'm gonna watch some Stargate and you know, take a break, try to relax, probably not nap, and then I gotta go get my kids dropped off. I'm fine. It's fine. Just downtime. That's what I need. That's what I need right now. Got my remote. I'll be fine. Alright, I watched a bunch of Stargate. I'm really tired. I did not get any laundry done today like I figured I needed to. And then tomorrow I gotta go change a bandage. And then everything is gonna be about making the shindig happen. I've actually contacted the mom of one of John's little friends. I was like, hey, if you need some grown-up time, there's gonna be some grown-up time over here at this time. There will be wine there. And she's like, awesome. So hopefully she'll show. Unlike most of the congregation, she and I are about the same age. Sometimes it can be hard to relate. I don't know, I feel really dehydrated, and I think the skipped dose of my allergy meds the other night was a bit much. I'm definitely having an allergic reaction, to the point that I was wondering about my itchy nose and my scratchy throat. I took a COVID test. It's clear. I don't have it. I just have allergies. I gotta rest up because tomorrow was rough, and tomorrow was rough? That's not how time works. Today was rough. Tomorrow will be worse. Probably. I'm probably fine. I have to go to the church and cut up celery, though, because instead of getting a prefabricated veggie tray, I got the stuff to put together a veggie tray. Including a bottle of ranch dressing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm like all in on this. No broccoli or cauliflower. Nobody really likes those anyway. Baby carrots and celery sticks are the way to go. And tomatoes, because they're juicy. They're basically like grapes. They're like a savory grape. It's pretty much the same thing with less sugar. And they're related to the nightshade family. And anyway, I mean, way off topic. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Oh my god. Okay, I am super tired. I have all the chairs put back. That was a group effort. I had so much help. So much help. And we had people, and I dressed up, and there's the art is still up, but we're not done yet. I'm washing wine glasses because I don't think they go in the dishwasher. I have to run the dishwasher. And there was a last snack, and there was wine, and I don't like wine, but it still looked like wine when I filled the glass most of the way with lemonade, so I could look classy and nobody knew. But I just needed a minute, okay? And what? I'm kicking hymnals. So I came over here at like 11 or something, and I'm so tired. Yesterday, right? It was bad, and then today, it was still bad. And I thought I would have more volunteers, but it was bad. And then the artist name is Teresa. Her family helped me put the sanctuary back together. It was a lot. I was climbing on desks again. Anyway, I got all the wine glasses washed. Fun fact, one of the wine glasses broke before anybody else got here. I was the only one here at that time. That was in the sink while I was getting them cleaned up because they'd been sitting in the cabinet for a couple of years, I guess. Gross. And getting ready to, bring them out, right? I figured, great, it's out of the way. Now I don't have to worry about breaking any more wine glasses, right? Perfect. I am the one who, during the thing, accidentally spilled wine on the white tablecloth. Oops. Again, my doing. I screwed that up. But I made the shindig happen. And then I'm cleaning the wine glasses by hand to get them back into the cabinet, and you know what happened? I accidentally broke another wine glass in the sink. Again. But that is negated by the fact that there is a $21 donation just from the sale of some little cards. And then there might also be a donation later on from the sale of 2 paintings. Awesome. I just needed to relax for a second. I have an interesting view. And you know what? I gotta show this off. Okay, don't get on me about respect, alright? Because I've been on my feet all day and I am not suited for that. But it's been a lot. Okay, so there's some books and stuff. I still haven't written anything in the thing. Where did my painting of the baby goat go? Okay. I really adored this. We didn't have room to hang it up, and she brought it, and she has gifted it to me. Her little animals are adorable, and I've been wanting one similar to this on the wall, and we just did not have space for this, and she just gave it to me as a gift. It is so cute and very heavy, but I will treasure this forever. It's a baby goat. Meanwhile, this one sold for $100. So this is the one that I kept walking past and absolutely loving. But the fun thing was, I was over in this closet playing mountain goat myself, climbing up onto a desk to put hymnal racks from a bajillion chairs up on a shelf. So I'm good. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So I'm still here. We were almost done cleaning up, but we're still here. The emotional support human, my FBI agent, set a big, like, gallon to 2 gallon jug with like a dispenser tap on the top shelf of the refrigerator. We had intended to leave it there. Door goes shut. Dispenser tap gets triggered. Everything from the top shelf down got lemonade all over it. Special recipe lemonade. Yeah, so still here. Been wiping off everything, and I'm pretty sure the water heater here is not working because regardless of how much the tap runs, it's not hot. I've tried multiple settings. It's not working. I'm running out of energy. I had to take a break. Those are hymnals behind me. Yeah, and floor and chair. So I'm working on a glass of water while my jasmine tea brews. This is called an out of control roll, and it smells delightful. Okay, I'm home. That's all I got. That is all I've got for the rest of the day. Thanks for sharing my week with me.